Alright, welcome to part 2 of how to, my video diary of organising the Porlock Church Fete. I've been working at it all day. It's 6 o'clock now, it's getting a bit dimpsy outside now. So I've been on the phone, sorting a few things out. Still quite a lot to do over the next few days, but it's going okay. Spoke to Mrs. Berry earlier. She said that she went down to the local petrol station and they've got a whole bunch of jams that I've got covered in mouse yet, so they can't sell that. So we might be able to have that, give it a rinse and put that on the stall instead, which will be good. I haven't had much joy with the carousel, but I did speak to a man earlier who's got bumper cars. He said he's got them in his lockup, a selection of the Dodgems. So we've never had that before, it's quite exciting. He said that he was careful to warn me that he hasn't used them since a few years ago when something bad happened and a few kiddies was killed and one of them was put into a little coma. So he said that he didn't lie to me, he did tell me the truth, but he said he'd give it a look over and see if he thought it was worthy for our church fete, and he said he'll give it a bit of a tweak with the old spanner and maybe we can have it, so that'd be good. In other news, we've got, this is unbelievable, I could not believe this. About half an hour ago, Janet phoned me and she said that her Barry, he's been knocked over by a reversing lorry, so he's in a wheelchair now, so that's 3 out of the 5 of them, so the whole thing's going to have to be in a wheelchair. I'm washing my hands of that now, I'll be honest with you. It sounds like it sounds farcical to me. I don't know how it's going to work, but the Morris dancers are on wheelchairs and that's out of my hands. That's all I can say. Spoke to a woman earlier who said that she's got a little girl who might be interested in being part of our freak show. She sent me a picture and it was terrifying, I must say. She's got a head about the size of, I don't know, it's about that big. It's about 1 by 1 metre. It's absolutely terrifying. She looks an awful lot like a hippopotamus, I thought, but I think she might scare the little kiddies and some of the old people. She's very confusing, and we'll invite her along, and if she's not right for it, and if she's too scary and people start crying and screaming, then maybe it would be best if we send her on her way. I'm sure she's used to it. Still can't sort out the loos. I'm doing that tomorrow. The Wurzels. Couldn't get the Wurzels, but I did speak to a Wurzel earlier, and he said that his nephew's in a band, or he's in some sort of musical act. He said they play something called Gabber Techno, which is something I've not heard of. It sounds nice. It sounds, perhaps it's some sort of German folk music or something. I'll have to give it a listen. He said he'd send me over a cassette tape of it, and I'll give it a go. But that could be good, so that might be the music sorted out. Food. We've got a lot of headway made with the food. I spoke to Mrs. Gay earlier, who's the dinner lady at the local school, and she said that she will bring a big batch of the fish fingers along, and we could stick sticks on them and sell them like fish finger sticks, like fish finger lollipops. So her and her daughter Leanne are coming along, and that'll be good. So that's all for now. I think I'm gonna go to bed. It's getting on, and probably time to just carry on tomorrow. So good night, see you soon.